dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Hello, I'm Jim Freeman. Thank you for joining us for this weekend edition of Mountain News. We start our newscast with some sad news out of Knott County. One man is dead after a crash in Knott County earlier this afternoon. Officials with the Knott County Coroner's Office say the crash happened in the Branhams Creek area on Kentucky 1393. Following an initial investigation, officials think a tree fell off of a hillside and caused the crash. The Knott County coroner said the man was pronounced dead on the scene. His name was not released, but he was 70 years old and from Knott County. There was also a crash in Lee County that resulted in one person's death. Kentucky State Police say they received a call regarding that crash yesterday evening, just before 6:30, of a truck colliding with a possible entrapment on Kentucky 11. 21-year-old Joshua Phillips of Beattyville was heading south on Zoe Post Office Road when he drove off an embankment, causing the truck to turn over on its side. 27-year-old Justin Hughes of Boonville was taken to the Clark Regional Medical Center with non-life-threatening injuries. 18-year-old Caden Turner of Beattyville was taken to the University of Kentucky Albert B. Chandler with life-threatening injuries. 21-year-old Michael Combs of Beattyville was pronounced dead at the scene by the Lee County coroner. An autopsy will be performed at the State Medical Examiner's office in Frankfort.
Nice weather continues across the mountains as we kick off your weekend. We are dry right now, and that will continue into tonight, but we are watching out for some hazy skies out there. Here's a live look from Buffalo Mountain. As you can see, not much happening, but it is smoky and it's hazy out there at this hour. That current temperature is 75 degrees, so we are a little bit cooler as well thanks to the smoke in the atmosphere. Those current temperatures, upper 70s for most of us, 77 for London, 79 in Somerset, down to 71 for Pikeville and Clintwood, and down to 68, the cool spot over in Wise, Virginia at this hour. A clean sweep on radar, and that will continue as we go into this evening, also into tonight, thanks to high pressure over portions of Indiana. That will keep us dry through tonight and then also for much of your Sunday, but we are watching out for some rain chances to return. As you can see, the precipitation outlook for next week, we are looking a little bit more soggy. All those details coming up in just a few minutes. Jim?
Hey, Cameron, much appreciated. In a region already struggling with a low amount of housing, downtown Hazard fire survivors are going through a long process finding places to live. Several survivors are still staying at a hotel in Hazard. With the help of nearby nonprofits and donations from the community, they are trying to regain needs. Nonprofit Rescue's daughter, founder Kate Clemens, who has been working directly with the survivors, says they've been actively looking for a while.
We are working very hard to find permanent housing. So as of today, we have 6 families that we've been able to place in long-term housing, but we still need to find that for over double the amount.
Perry County Emergency Management has arranged for 10 travel trailers to be placed at Perry County Park for the survivors. We'll have more at 11. Several bikers hit the streets of Corbin earlier today, not only to take advantage of the great weather, but to raise awareness for an organization close to their hearts. WYMT's Alyssa Williams stopped by the Kentucky Children's Miracle Network bike run to learn more.
Coming together to cruise for a cause.
I recently got a new motorcycle and I thought, what the heck, give everybody an excuse to ride, right? Do a ride for the children.
On Saturday, several bikers gathered in Corbin for the Kentucky Children's Miracle Network bike run.
Building awareness, that is 100% our goal, is to build awareness. You know, donations is nice, but it's really not about the money. It's just about the awareness and just getting together as a community.
For the event's organizer, Harlan Lockhart, he knows how important causes like this are.
It's just always been a passion for me. I have a special needs child, and we got help when he was little, and so it's just really tugs on my heart. So it's just a passion that we have.
Along with raising awareness for CMN hospitals, this gathering also shows everyone that beyond their tough exteriors, many bikers have a soft spot for their communities and the people within them.
I mean, any excuse to get out and ride is a good one. Anytime you can raise money or awareness for a charity, I think that's great. That's why I enjoy the community.
Hoping to help kids one bike run at a time.
It's a great feeling, like the tingly feeling that you get when you know you're doing something right. That's what it's all about.
In Corbin, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Thank you, Alyssa. Bike run organizer Harlan Lockhart says that he hopes the event is the first of many bike runs for Kentucky Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Today marks the last day of the Perry County Fair, but several festivities are still underway. Fair board members say this year's fair brought fun for all, including live animals, numerous arts and craft vendors, and even several stunt performances. Those with the fair add that after all that Perry Countyans have experienced over the past year, it feels good to offer an event people can enjoy.
It has been great. We know all these people that have been through the floods, have had winds, and then the recent fire in downtown Hazard. We just really wanted to have a place for them to come and forget all that's been going on and just enjoy the day with their families.
Live music is taking place at Perry County. That's right now Perry County Park, followed by different stunt performances and more live music. The Perry County Fair concludes tonight at 10. The Johnson County Trail Town Committee hosted its annual event today. The trail invited locals and folks from out of town alike to take part in several events focused on adventure tourism, whether hiking, biking, kayaking, taking onto the ATV trails, or even just cruising eastern Kentucky back roads. Johnson County Judge Executive Mark McKenzie says it's important to let folks know everything these trail systems offer.
We put a lot of time and resources in the last few years into really trying to make all of our trails as accessible as possible so that people can get out and enjoy them. We've got a lot of great stuff here in Johnson County, a lot of great trails that even I think some of our residents don't realize we have. And so we're really trying to push that out to make sure they're aware of that, because we all need to be telling the story of everything we have to offer here in Johnson County.
The trail day is finishing up as we speak in downtown Paintsville with an ATV parade, food trucks, and live music. We'll have much more tonight at 11. Lots of folks are enjoying the beautiful weather this weekend by spending time outside, maybe at the pool or even on the boat. As Samantha Valentino shows us, dozens of people in Lexington hit the Kentucky River today, but not for the reason that you might think.
For close to 30 years, people have been coming together at the very bottom of Fayette County to clean up the Kentucky River.
We have volunteers who've been coming for 10 or more years, and a lot of them bring their own boats, kayaks, and canoes. They bring all sorts of boats.
The city also provides boats, including some from the Lexington Fire Department.
So we send people out on boats with litter pickers and trash bags and gloves, and they basically just pull trash out of the river.
Jennifer Myatt with the city of Lexington says they host this event every June as a way to start the summer off with a clean river.
And what's kind of cool is that sometimes people come back in and they've seen the river and it's neat, but they don't have a lot of stuff with them, and they're like, I couldn't find any trash. But that's good, because every year we do it, we have less and less trash that we find.
Myatt says this means people are littering less and getting better about cleaning up trash, which is important, partially because the Kentucky River is the source of Lexington's drinking water.
We want to keep our environment healthy, we want to keep our water clean, and so it's important to bring people out and let them see firsthand that we do have a river and that it is important to pick up trash and keep things clean.
In Lexington, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
Thanks, Samantha. Nearly 100 volunteers showed up for today's river sweep. A Lexington teen is now overseas preparing for his biggest golf challenge yet. Wake Mullins and his stepfather, Dennis Gaines, are among the more than 200 athletes representing the USA in the Special Olympic World Games at Berlin. He was nominated to play with the Team USA along with 17 other golfers from across the country. He's a 9-time state champion here in Kentucky. We caught up with the duo a few weeks ago about the honor.
I've been coaching for a long time, and I've yet to see a Special Olympic athlete hit the ball as far as he does, so it's pretty amazing.
Mullins was also a member of his high school golf team at Henry Clay High School. Opening ceremonies were this afternoon at 3. The duo will begin competition on Monday. When we return on Mountain News Weekend Edition, President Biden toured the scene of I-95's highway collapse in Philadelphia. More on what he had to say just ahead.
Plus, a mild Father's Day is on tap across the region. All those details coming up in just a few minutes.